Dear student, dear student, today's session I'm going to explain you how to convert the signal flow graph into block diagram and calculate the transfer function CFS divided by RFS by using block diagram reduction technique. So this is asked many times in the examination. So if the block diagram is given, then we can apply the rules of block diagram algebra. Similarly, if the signal flow graph is given, just for confusion purpose, the signal flow graph is going to give, and then we need to convert if I want to apply the block diagram reduction technique, then this should be in the form of block diagram. Then we should apply the rules of block diagram algebra. Then we will get the CFS divided by RFS ratio. That is the transfer function of the system. And also verify the result by using Mason's-Kane formula. The Mason's-Kane formula. Now, in order to verify the result, after converting the signal flow graph into the block diagram, and after the rules of block diagram algebra, find the transfer function. That result can be verified by using the Mason's-Kane formula. Once again, directly apply the Mason's-Kane formula for the given SFG signal flow graph and find the transfer function. No? And that result must be similar to the block diagram reduction technique result. So now in order to first step, if the signal flow graph is given, now how to convert the signal flow graph into block diagram means, here we know that how to convert familiar with how to convert the block diagram into the signal flow graph. So similarly, we should convert the signal flow graph into the block diagram. Now, before that, first step is to name the nodes. Name the signal flow graph. Here, you have to name the nodes. Here, the first step is to name the nodes as E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Signal flow graph is given. First step is to name the nodes and write the signals at this particular nodes. Now we need to write the equations. We need to generate some algebraic equation. Then those algebraic equation construct the signal flow graph. Now here what is the E1? No, now E1 is a signal. We need to, what is the incoming signal at this particular E1 node is equal to R into R of S into the gain is here 1 no. Now R of S into 1 no plus the sum of signals at this particular node is equal to plus here. What is another signal is coming from the node E5. Therefore, the E5 into E5 is the input. By this is the minus 3 transfer function. No, therefore this is the another first equation. So therefore the equation is E1 is equal to R of S minus H3 into E5. This is the E5. This is the similarly first equation. Similarly, write the at each node, write the equation, set of equations, and then by using those equation constructs. What is the E2? E2 is equal to, what is the incoming signal at this particular node is incoming only, need to consider. Therefore, the E2 is equal to G1 into E1. No, G1 input is E1. Input is E1. No, transfer function is G1. No, G1 into E1. No, or G1 into E1 or E1 into G1. No, plus the incoming signal is plus E3 is the input. E3 into minus h1. Now this is the another equation. Now this is the E2 is equal to E1 G1 minus E3 minus H1. Now these are the signals. These are the signals. So these are the signals at this particular node. So E1 node, E2 node, similarly E3 node, E4 node. Likewise, you need to write the equation. So now what is the other equation? Is E3. Now what is the equation for node E3? Signals at 3 node E3 is equal to, only you have to consider incoming signals. Incoming signals is E2 into equal to E2 into G2. Now similarly, what is only incoming signals? Don't consider the outgoing signals. So therefore the E2 is equal to over E4 is equal to, similarly here also we need to consider only incoming signals. So the incoming signals are E4 node is equal to one signal from the node E3, another signal from the via G5, same node. Therefore the E3 into G3 as so similarly E3 into G5, E3 into G5 is the another equation. So at node E4, similarly E5 is equal to incoming signals are from E4 node only. E4 into G4, another is E4 into minus 1. No, E4 into G4 plus E4 into minus H2. Now these are the node equations. So once we write the node equation, so by using these equations, so construct the block diagram, then apply the rules of block diagram algebra, then you can easily get the overall transfer function of the system. Here minus H2 is the model question paper. Here they have taken the direction of this particular branch is like this. So usually this is the feedback path. In standard question, this minus H2 is direction is like this. So just for confusion purpose, so the direction is like this. So you have to consider this direction only. Try to find out the overall transfer function. So VTU model papers, they given the problem, same problem asked in the model question paper. So that is what here they have taken the direction of this branch. Direction of the branch is this minus H2 is, this is the direction. So but in standard question paper, standards problems, the directions of feedback always in this directions towards the input side. And the next step after writing the equations, by using these equations, so we can simulate the block diagram of the system by using signal flow graph. Simulate the block diagram and apply the rules of block diagram algebra. Once we write the algebraic equations at the each node, after naming the node, write the equation. So what is equation at node E1 is equal to, this is the equation. At node E2, this is the equation. This is the E3, E4, E5. Now just for confusion purpose, so model question paper, they have taken this direction as minus. The direction must be usually standard problem in this direction. So what they have taken as it is, have taken now as it is, have to work out here minus H2. Therefore E5 is equal to the value at the what are the incoming signals. So at this particular node, incoming signals only while writing the equation. So we need to consider only the incoming branches only consider and write the equations. Incoming branches, this is the incoming branch. This is also incoming branch. In E2, this is also incoming. This is also. Similarly, E3, this is incoming branches. E2 into G2 is incoming signal, and this is outgoing signal. This is outgoing signal. That is what I did not consider. Similarly, E4, considering E3, G3 is equal to E3 into G3 plus G5 into E3 written. No, if it is in this direction, so then I have to consider this term here only. That is the standard problem. But according to this problem, the only two signals are the input at this particular node. Similarly, here E5 is equal to sum of signals at this particular node is equal to E4 into G4, and this is the E4 into minus H2. These are the algebraic equations. So in order to construct the block diagram for the signal flow graph, this is the way. Write the name the node, so and write the algebraic equation. So by using this equation, try to understand the concept of here there is a summing operation or summing or a subtraction operation is present. So in order to do the summing or summing operations or subtraction operation, in order to add or subtract two or more signals, so go for using the summer. So summer is a symbol, so we should use the E1 node only, we should use the summer. And also E2, similarly here also there is a two quantity we need to subtract. Therefore here we need to add the two quantities. So yes, we need to subtract the quantity. So therefore the E1, E2, E4 and E5 node, we should consider the summing point. So therefore E1 at E1 node need to write down the summing point. Similarly E2 node also write the summing point. And after writing these each node separately and naming the node, so and identify the where actually summing points are present at node. So here E1 node having the summing operation, so or subtract options require. Therefore, we need to introduce the summing point. Here also need to, and also E2, E3, E2, E3 no need to place the summing point because we did not require any summing point. E1 requires your summing point. Here also we require the summing point. E3 we did not require the summing point. And E4 we require because here we need to add the two quantities. So therefore we need to write the summing point. And also E5 also write the summing point because here also need to add subtract the two quantities. So therefore here now what is the E1 signal is equal to R of S into, now this is the signal R of S into 1 minus H3 into E5. Now write the signal. What is the incoming, another incoming signal for the node E1 node is another from the node E5. Node E5 into minus H3. Therefore I'm writing this as a like this. So here H3 written H3 as it is. So H3 as it is written. This sign must be placed here at the summing point. This minus can be writing here. Similarly, now this is the signal from the node E5. This is the signal from the node E5. The node is E5. Here we need to one signal from the node. Now this is this signal from the node E5. Now this is the signal. Similarly, identify the another E2 node. What is the E2 node? Is it here E3? E2 node. We need to write down the Similarly, we need to write down the, similarly, write the signals at the node E2. Now, what is the incoming signals? T2 is equal to G1 into E1. Now, I2 is equal to G1. Now, this G1 must be placed in the blocks are useful for indicating the mathematical operation. So, usually transfer functions are we must place inside the block. Oh, therefore, G1 must be placed. If we construct the one block, placed in the transfer function must be placed inside the block. Oh, next, the symbol plus is here, the plus symbol. Now, similarly, what is the another signal? E2 minus H2 from the E3 node. Here there is E3 node. Therefore, here minus H1. No? Therefore, this minus sign must be right here and construct the block. Block and place the H1 inside the block. Oh. Now, similarly, E3 is equal to what? E3 is equal to E3. Now E3 is equal to G2 into the G2 is placed here inside the block. Oh, E3 is equal to E3 here is equal to E2 into G. E3 is equal to E2 into G2. Now this is over. Oh, similarly at E4. Now what are these signals? So E3 into G3. Now here we go for writing the E3 into E3 into G3 E3 into E3 is equal to E4 is equal to E3 into G3. Therefore, G3 I'm writing here. Another is plus E3 into now this is the another the same from the same node E3 into G5 E3 into G5 this is the block diagram for the node E4. Similarly, E5. What are the signals at the E5 is equal to sum of the E5. Here there is a E5 is equal to output of the E5 represents the output signal at the node. Output signals are at the summing point. Therefore, E5 is equal to G4 into E4. E4 into G4 I should write here. Similarly, and also the minus H2 into E5 minus H2 into E4, not G4 into E4 over. Next, minus H2 here from the same E4 point. Minus H2 minus here I should write this negative sign. Now this is the block diagram for the given signal flow graph. So now how to construct the signal flow graph? Now what are the steps? Means here identify the after once we know the signal flow graph. So now to construct the signal flow, how to construct the block diagram for the signal flow graph means for the given signal flow graph, identify the nodes, name the nodes, so write the equations at each, write the algebraic equations at this various nodes, so and write the by using algebraic equations. So now construct the block diagram by using summing point to block. So and take a point. So now this is the way of constructing the signal flow graph. This is the way of constructing the signal flow graph for the signal flow way of constructing the block diagram from the signal flow graph. Oh, now apply the for this block diagram, apply the rules of block diagram algebra and find the overall gain of the system. Oh, now identify the, if you look at the here this block and this block, now this is the cascade, this is parallel block. Similarly, this is also parallel block. So now add the transfer function. If the blocks are connected in parallel, add the transfer function. So here this is the feedback path. So now reduce the, now apply the in the next step overall block diagram. Now how to reduce the overall block diagram and find the, and then the next step I'm going to explain how to reduce the overall block diagram, obtain it from the signal flow graph and find the CFS divided by RFS, which is the transfer function of the system. Once we find the or represents the signal flow graph into the block diagram form, then find the overall gain or transfer function CFS divided by RFS by applying the rules of block diagram algebra. Here, if I look at the after inspection from the block diagram, now this is the feedback. Now this is the feedback. Now this is the feedback path. H1 is the feedback path, and G5 and H2 are the feed forward element. Here we need to combine the reducing parallel blocks. G5 and G3 are parallel blocks, so G4 and H2 are the parallel blocks. So then combining the parallel blocks. So and similarly, if I eliminate, this is the feedback path. So by eliminating the feedback path by applying the formula GS divided by 1 plus GS into HS. So now this, in order to reduce this, so your input is R of S. So here this is the summing point. So I need to write as it is this block of G1. Now I'm going to go for applying the, for this I'm go for writing the, applying the formula GS divided by 1 plus GS into HS. So because here there is a negative, here we should place the negative feedback system. So GS divided by 1 plus GS into HS. So the negative closed loop transfer function of this particular system is GS divided by 1 plus, because if it is negative, here we should consider the positive. If it is positive, we should consider the negative. Now for this particular block, apply the formula. Now what is GS value is G2, HS value is H1. Now therefore apply the formula. The GS value is G2 divided by HS value is G2 into H1. Now this block, this elimination of the feedback path is over. Similarly, here there is another feed forward path. Therefore, we need to add the transfer function. Now, if the blocks are connected in parallel, we need to add the transfer function. So, therefore, G3 plus G5. Similarly, here also we need to add, because these two blocks are connected in parallel. Therefore, this is written as G4 plus H2. G4 plus H2. If the blocks are connected in parallel, add the corresponding transfer function. So now if it is a feed forward feedback path, therefore then apply the formula CS divided by R of S is equal to 1 GS divided by 1 plus GS into HS. So this is the standard relation of the closed loop transfer function of the closed loop system. Now after eliminating the feedback path, feed forward path. So therefore we should write now these three all blocks. G1, this block and this block all are connected in cascade. Now this is the modified or reduced block diagram. Oh, now this is H3. Now this is the CFS. Output is the CFS. So input is the RFS. So now this is the modified or reduced diagram. Now in the next step, by combining the blocks, the next step by combining the blocks in series. If the blocks are connected in series, so then we need to multiply the here by combining the here there is as it is, you have to write out the summing point. Here there is a summing point. Input is R of S. So here I should write by combining this. If 5 blocks are connected in cascade, to multiply the transfer function. So G1 is multiplied with this entire quantity and this quantity and this quantity. G1 G2 into G3 plus G5 plus G4 plus H2 divided by 1 plus G2 into H1. Now this is the value of this particular block. The output is C of S. So now this is equal to input is here H3. Now this is the again H3 is the feedback path. Next step, by eliminating we go for eliminating the feedback path. The next step, we go for applying formula. In order to eliminate this GSO, the entire quantities represents the GSO. Now the HS is H3. Now apply the formula. Now what is the by eliminating next step, by eliminating feedback path, it eliminates this H3 path. So apply the formula, which is the eliminating feedback path. Then what is the formula? The formula is GS divided by 1 plus GS into HS. So therefore entire quantities becomes the GS value. Now this is the GS value. HS value is H3. Now apply the formula. The GS divided by the input is GS is G1, now G2, G3 plus G5, G4 plus not plus here minus H2 because there is a symbol here minus H2 minus I have taken mistake considered as a minus. Instead of minus I have taken previous step taken a positive to modify here G4 into minus G4 into H2 divided by 1 plus G2 into H1. The whole quantity of this is becomes a GS value. Similarly, this quantity G2, G3 plus G5, G4 into H2. This entire quantity becomes just GS divided by 1 plus GS. This entire quantity is GS. So HS value is H3. Now this is the output of the block. Now this is input is R of S. So the output is equal to output of the block is equal to this entire quantity becomes the this is equal to C of S. So output of the block code. Now this is so therefore we should write the entire quantity. This entire quantity must be multiplied with H3. Therefore we should simplify. Therefore transfer function is equal to write the simplified answer of C of S divided by R of S is equal to G1, G2, G3, G1, G2, G3, G1, G2, G3 plus G1, G2, G5 into G4 into minus H2 divided by 1 plus G2 into H1. Similarly, if I take LCM, the LCM for this entire quantity, and then 1 plus G2 into H1, this 1 is multiplied with this quantity, LCM quantity plus LCM is same, G1, G2, G3 plus G1, G2, G5, G4 into H2, H3, the whole quantity divided by the 1 plus G4 H1 on 1 plus G4 H1, this 1 plus G2 H1, not G4, G2 H1. This quantity and this quantity gets cancelled. Therefore, the transfer function C of S divided by therefore the transfer function equal to C of S divided by R of S is equal to, write the answer. What is the answer? G1, G2, G3, G3 plus G1, G2, G5. This must be multiplied with G4 minus H2 divided by, we should write down 1 plus G2 into H1 plus G1, G2, G3, G1, G2, G5, so G4 minus H2 into H3 into H3. Now this is the transfer function, required transfer function of the system, which is represented in the form of signal flow graph. So the signal flow graph is converted into block diagram. Then I go for applying the rules of block diagram algebra. Then you will get the answer. So, and similarly, you have to apply the Masonskian formula in order to verify this answer. So now what means you have to directly apply the Masonskian formula for the given STFO signal flow graph. Then also you will get the same answer. This is asked in the previous paper. So for the 12 marks or 12 marks, so previous paper. So in regular model papers also asking you to find out the transfer by using block diagram reduction technique and also the Masonskian formula for 8 marks. So you have to go through this particular problem, and also by using direct Masonskian formula and verify the result. Thank you for listening.